Hey, I'm Emily Parker. Life used to be pretty sweet. Mom, Dad, my little brother Jason, and me, the picture-perfect family. Mom's laugh could light up a room. And Dad, well, he was my hero. But everything changed in an instant. It was just a regular Tuesday when Mom collapsed in the kitchen. One moment, she was making her famous lasagna. The next, she was gone. An undiagnosed heart condition, they said, as if giving it a name would somehow make losing her easier. I tried to keep it together for Jason, who was only 15, but I was barely holding on myself. It's going to be okay, Jace, I tell him, though I didn't believe it. The funeral passed in a blur, my hand gripping his so tightly I was afraid to let go, afraid I'd lose him too. Dad was there, standing stone-faced. I thought he was holding it together for us. But man, was I wrong. Just 2 weeks after Mom's funeral, Dad brought home someone new. Kids, I'd like you to meet someone special, he said, as if introducing a new pet, not a whole person. Special? Really? Mom's grave wasn't even cold yet. Emily, don't be dramatic. Life goes on, he said, cool as ever. Life goes on. Is that what he told himself when he was out meeting Veronica at the wake? When she tried to step in, calling me sweetie, I snapped. Don't call me sweetie, I said, and how dare you bring her into Mom's house? Dad's face flushed red. That's enough. You will not disrespect me or Veronica in this house. Disrespect. Disrespecting Mom's memory was what he was doing. Then suddenly, I was falling. I didn't even see it coming. 1 second, I was standing at the top of the stairs. The next, I was tumbling down, the world spinning. Pain exploded in my arm and head as I hit the bottom. Through the haze, I heard Veronica's shrill voice. Robert, what have you done? Everything after that was a blur. Hospital lights, a concussion, a broken arm, Dad's flimsy excuse about how I lost my balance. Right. Later, that night, lying in bed with my arm throbbing, I overheard them talking in the hallway. We need to speed things up, Robert, Veronica was saying. The sooner we're married, the sooner we can handle Emily's situation. My blood went cold. Handle me? This wasn't happening. My dad, the man who taught me to ride a bike and cried at my graduation, was plotting against me with this woman. In that moment, something inside me hardened. If they thought they could push me aside that easily, they had another thing coming. This wasn't over, not by a long shot. Now, 3 months in at my friend Zoo's place, I still wake up in cold sweats. The nightmares are always the same, falling, and Dad's face at the top of the stairs, cold and unrecognizable. You okay? Zoo's voice filters through the thin walls of our cramped apartment. Just peachy, I call back, rubbing my still aching arm. The cast might be off, but the pain lingers, a constant reminder. In the kitchen, Zoe slides a mug of coffee my way. You know, you could always ask your dad for help with rent, she says. I snort. Yeah, and I could ask a shark for swimming lessons. No thanks. Later, sorting through Mom's old papers, I find myself wondering how much longer I can keep going like this. But one thing's for sure. I'm not giving up and I'm not going back. As I'm sorting through Mom's old papers, something catches my eye. Her medical records don't add up. My mind races and I call Marcus, our law student friend. Hey Marcus, can you come over? Bring those legal eagle eyes of yours. Something's off about Mom's death certificate. An hour later, we're sprawled out on Zoo's living room floor, papers everywhere. Marcus points to a section. Look at this, he says. Your mom's prescription dosage changed drastically a week before she died. Zoe peers over his shoulder. Could it be a mistake? I shake my head. Mom was meticulous about her meds. This doesn't make any sense. We keep digging, poring over bank statements and old emails. The more we pull, the more the threads start unraveling. Oh my God, Zoe whispers, staring at her laptop. You need to see this. She turns the screen to show me an old company newsletter. There's Dad, his arm around a familiar blonde. The caption reads, Robert Parker and his secretary Veronica Mills celebrate another record quarter. My stomach twists. They knew each other before Mom died. Marcus frowns, holding up another document. Emily, these bank transfers, they're not normal. Large sums were going to an offshore account starting months before your mom passed. The pieces start falling into place, forming a picture I don't want to see. Dad and Veronica, an affair, money disappearing, Mom's sudden death. I need to talk to Jason, I say, grabbing my phone. An hour later, I'm across from my little brother in a dingy diner. He looks tired, older than his 15 years. Jace, I need you to be honest with me. Have you noticed anything weird at home? He fidgets with his napkin. Define weird. Dad and Veronica. The way they act. Anything strange about the night Mom died? Jason goes pale. I wasn't supposed to say anything. Jason, please. If you know something. He takes a shaky breath. The night before Mom died, I heard them fighting. Dad and Veronica. They didn't know I was home. My heart races. What were they saying? Something about Mom's pills. Veronica was mad, saying it was too risky. Dad said they had no choice, that Mom was going to ruin everything. The world tilts. I grip the table to steady myself. Emily. Jason's voice sounds far away, confused. How do I tell him that our father might be a murderer? I don't know yet, Jace, I say, reaching for his hand. But I promise I'm going to find out. I'm going to make this right. The next few weeks are a blur of late nights, coffee, and piecing together a puzzle I never wanted to solve. Zoe, Marcus, and I form a makeshift detective team. The walls of our living room covered in sticky notes and string like some crime show. One night, Marcus pulls me aside. Emily, look at this, he says, voice tight. He's hunched over his laptop, scrolling through financial records. Your dad's been siphoning money from his company for years. We're talking millions. Zoe lets out a low whistle. Guess that explains the beach house. I feel sick. Why would Dad risk everything? Greed? Marcus shrugs. Or maybe he needed to keep Veronica happy. The more we dig, the worse it gets. Offshore accounts, fake charities, a web of lies so complex it makes my head spin. And then the final piece falls into place. It's an email from Mom to her lawyer, dated just days before she died. My hands shake as I read it aloud. I've discovered Robert's affair and the extent of his embezzlement. I plan to confront him tomorrow and file for divorce. If anything happens to me, I can't finish. Zoe wraps her arms around me as I break down. Marcus says gently, we need to consider the possibility that your dad killed her. I choke out, oh God, he killed her. The next day, we're sorting through Mom's old medical records when my phone buzzes. It's Dad. I hesitate before answering. Emily, we need to talk, he says, his voice cold, unrecognizable. We agree to meet at a cafe near his office. As soon as I sit down, he cuts straight to it. Whatever you think you're doing, it needs to stop. I swallow, keeping my voice steady. I don't know what you're talking about. He leans in, his eyes hard. Don't play dumb. I know you've been digging around, asking questions. It stops now, or there will be consequences. Are you threatening me? I'm warning you. Keep this up, and Jason's college fund disappears. And maybe I'll have to mention your mental health issues. Grief can do funny things to the mind after all. I feel like I've been slapped. You wouldn't dare. Try me. He stands, smirking. Be smart, Emily. For once in your life. As he walks away, I spot Veronica waiting by his car, fidgeting nervously. Our eyes meet for a moment, and I see it. Fear, guilt. That night, I lie awake, replaying Dad's threats, Mom's face, imagining her last moments. By morning, I've made a decision. I'm going to the board, I tell Zoe and Marcus over breakfast. Zoe nearly chokes on her toast. Are you sure? That's a big step. I nod. It's time. We have enough evidence. They need to know who's really running their company. Marcus looks at me, worry etched across his face. Emily, this could backfire. Your dad's powerful. He could make your life hell. He already has, I reply, my voice steady and hard. I'm done being scared, done letting him win. I spend the next hour on the phone, finally reaching the board's secretary. I need to speak with the board immediately, I tell her, my heart pounding. It's about Robert Parker, and it can't wait. As I hang up, a strange mix of terror and determination settles over me. This is it, the point of no return. Whatever happens next, there's no going back. But as I think of Mom, of Jason, and of everything we've lost, I know this is the right choice. The next day, I turn to Zoe and Marcus. The meeting's set for tomorrow. Let's get ready to blow this whole thing wide open. My hands are shaking as we walk into the boardroom. Zoe squeezes my arm, and Marcus gives me a reassuring nod. The board members stare at us with expressions of curiosity and impatience. Miss Parker, the chairman says, you have our attention. What is this about? Take a deep breath and begin, laying everything out: the embezzlement, the affair, the suspicious circumstances surrounding Mom's death. With each revelation, the tension in the room deepens. These bank statements clearly show the money trail, Marcus explains, pointing to a slide. One board member leans forward, frowning. Are you suggesting Mr. Parker killed his wife? We're presenting evidence of financial crimes and a pattern of deception, I say carefully. My mother's death occurred under highly suspicious circumstances. By the time we finish, the room is in an uproar. The chairman stands, his face grim. Miss Parker, thank you for bringing this to our attention. Robert Parker will be suspended immediately, and we'll launch a full investigation. As we leave, my phone explodes with notifications. The story's breaking, with Dad's face plastered across news sites. The words fraud and scandal are everywhere. In the days that follow, it's like watching a house of cards collapse. Dad's friends turn their backs, his country club membership is revoked, and even Veronica bails, fleeing to her sister's place in Florida. Jason calls me, his voice shaky. Can I come stay with you? I can't be in this house anymore. Of course, Jace. I'm coming to get you right now. When the police get involved, they dig deeper than we ever could. They can't prove Dad murdered Mom, but the evidence of financial crimes is overwhelming. I watch from Zoo's apartment as they lead him away in handcuffs, his face ashen. Months pass, and I pour myself into writing, transforming our ordeal into a book. It's painful to relive it all, but it's also cathartic. I start speaking at support groups for survivors of abuse and fraud, slowly rebuilding my life. Then, on a crisp fall morning, I get the call. Dad has been sentenced to 15 years, and Veronica's facing charges too. It's finally over. That night, Jason, Zoe, Marcus, and I sit on the roof of our building, city lights twinkling below us, filling us with hope. To Mom, Jason says, raising his soda can. To justice, adds Marcus. To new beginnings, chimes Zoe. I look around at them, my true family, and feel warmth like I haven't felt in years. To healing, I say softly. As we sit there, I think about the long road ahead. The scars are deep and they'll always be a part of me. But for the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid of the future. I'm ready for it. I look up at the stars, imagining Mom smiling down on us. We did it, I whisper. We made it right. Tomorrow, I'll wake up and keep rebuilding, keep writing, keep speaking out. But tonight, surrounded by love and free from the shadows of betrayal, I allow myself simply to be. The wounds of the past are healing, making way for a future brighter than I ever dared to imagine.